Let's talk about gold. So I like to start my analysis from the higher time frame and then we scale it down to the lower time frame. So if you look at the chart right now, you will discover that gold has been on a bullish movement. How do we know that? Okay, this run from wherever I started to here, this go back to this high, higher low, higher high, and then let's call this a low. Then we are expecting a move to this high. And then if you check the price properly, you will discover that price is moving, is bullish, right? That means there is a target up here. And this target now, we can mark it, which was the last point that price met for it to start the run downwards, right? For this current pullback. So we expect this to be the target for this movement. But if you are to observe it properly, you discover that there is a demand area here that has not been mitigated. So this area now is demand, currently demand untouched. So it's yet unmitigated. So we still expect price long term to come back here at this point, then make a run into this place and then continue high. So this is the outlook for the price on the daily chart. But currently, as it were, we still have a target up here. Alright, so this is a target for this current movement, and this demand is effective because you can see liquidity here. You can see liquidity down here, which will serve as a form of reaction point, like what they call inducement for fake traders to start thinking that this is a support area and then for it to start going higher. But currently, price has reacted off this point, making another bullish trend to the upside. You can see that. So it's definitely targeting this area. Maybe when this liquidity is swept, it will then make a run into this area to then start breaking structure to the upside. So this is what we expect, but we're not going to just stay idle, because currently, if you are to observe, you will discover that there is no reason for price to simply make a push down right here, because there's no supply point here. There's nothing serious here, so we expect it to run this. So how do we check it then? We then started seeing breaks of structures to the upside. You can see break of structure here. You can see break of structure here. You can see another break of structure to the upside here. Then this signals us that we are bullish currently, right? So we say that is a BOS, right? Currently we are breaking structures to the upside, which means the behavior of the market currently until this target is still bullish. So we have a low here, wherein we now expect price to make a run into, possibly, and then continue to sweep this high. So if we are to trade bullishly now, we're going to go from this point to this high. Once this high is taken, we expect price to make a long run down into this demand area to continue its bullish movement. So for those who are familiar with Elliott wave pattern, this is just like a flat correction, or what they say, flat correction in three and another three, like what they do. This is 1, 2, 3, then another 1, 2, 3, then an impulse to this area before continuation higher. So if you are to confirm it from Elliott wave standpoint, you will see a possible correction in that area. It's based on smart money concept, right, which is what we are using currently for the analysis. Although as we move on this channel, some of those concepts will be explained. So this is what we look at, all right? And if you check properly here, you will see there is FVG here. There is FVG, and this fair value gap here is definitely going to call price lower, except that price continues to make a run higher. Then we might just ignore it. But if this FVG is to be taken out, then we're going to likely continue higher. So let's check the possibility on 1 hour chart to see what we are possibly expecting. So currently now we see this market, all right, we see that price has broken structure And what was the last demand point? The last demand point before the break of structure, internal break of structure, was here. So this was that point where it accumulated the last orders before it continued moving higher. So we probably expect it to run this and come in here to break structure, continuing to that target. All right. So we expect it to do this, or however it wants to do it. But this is where we're going to wait for price. So for the week, if you check the Telegram channel, we're going to send it out right now. We expect price to enter this zone because currently you see that there was an internal break of structure here. Right, there was an internal break of structure here before the massive move upside that broke this external structure. So we expect this structure to be checked, mitigated, for us to continue higher. So we expect price to, whatever it does, come in here, continue breaking structures higher till we get to the top at this level. So this is the outlook on gold. Let me know what you think on the comments, and then let's do that. So just remember, long term we still expect gold to move downward, all right, for that mitigation down there. So trade with caution, ensure that price is at your level before you make any decisions. So we're going to expect your comments. All right, see you for now.